Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and in yesterday's video we discussed the diet and the supplements that I am using to lose 30 pounds in 12 weeks. Today we are going to talk about the workout. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, just look in the description. There's going to be a link to that nutrition and supplement video. But now let's get down to what I've been doing in the gym. Now, there are three basic workouts that I have in the Raw Strength and Muscle Brotherhood, okay, my group coaching program. One of them is the workout that I use to go from very overweight, hadn't exercised in like over a decade, very fat, to getting shredded, getting that like really lean beach body, like, Fight Club, Ninja Assassin, that kind of thing. Now, after that, I realized I was lean, chicks dug me. I mean, I was in great shape, obviously, from just doing a lot of HIIT cardio. Problem was, I wasn't as big as I wanted to be. I wasn't as strong as I wanted to be. So I actually switched up my diet a little bit, switched up my training to use bodyweight calisthenics, still looked really good, was stronger, was bigger, was still not happy. So then I went ahead and I added in weight to the calisthenics. Okay, so knee bends became weighted squats and pull-ups, ring push-ups, ring rows, dips, etc. They added weight. Loved that result that I got. That was the second massive transformation that I made. I put on like over 10 pounds of muscle, got strong as all hell. Didn't necessarily feel good because I just concentrated on getting big, okay? So I was lean, I was looking good, but I didn't really have that athletic feeling that I did when I was smaller, okay? So now we are on the third major transformation that I am currently in the process of making. The third major workout program that I just released into the Raw Strength and Muscle Brotherhood. And that is what I call explosive muscle, okay? I'm combining some of the high intensity explosive cardio movements that I did during my first transformation with some of the heavy weighted calisthenics that I used in my second transformation to throw the muscle on. And the point is, I'm still going to be very big, I'm still going to be very strong, but I'm also going to be leaner, and I'm also going to have like an athletic, agile, explosive, like really high intensity endurance kind of physique, okay? If I were to describe the three physiques, I would basically say, like I said, Ninja Assassin. I was very lean, really explosive. My plan doing that workout was like, how would a ninja really train? I want to be able to like chase a guy down, jump over fences, jump over cars, just chase a guy down and then still have the endurance and the explosiveness to beat his ass when I caught him. Okay, so that's how I trained. The second one was like, how do you get like this big Viking, look? How do you get just like big and strong and still stay lean? And I got there, okay? Right now, what I want is basically like, the Rocky 4 or the Rambo 2 look, okay, the First Blood Part 2 look, where Stallone was like not emaciated like he was in, Rocky 3, where he was like really skinny, but he wasn't as big as he was in his like later movies, okay? He really looked like a commando, he really looked like a boxer, strong enough to impose his will upon an opponent, okay, but also explosive and has the endurance. It's basically the best of both worlds, okay? This, being 47 right now is obviously the health benefits, the longevity, and the life quality benefits of this workout are obviously huge, okay? Basically, you have incredible endurance, anaerobic type endurance, but incredible endurance. So your blood pressure, your heart rate, everything's gonna be in check. Okay, low body fat, which is going to be great. You're going to look good. You're going to feel good. And also, you are going to be very strong. We all know the older that you get, the more muscle mass you lose. So the more muscle you have going into your old age, even though you're going to lose a step, you're not going to be as strong, you're not going to be as big, the more strength, the more muscle you have, the longer you are going to be independent. I mean, I don't see, Stallone in his, 70s, probably pushing 80 at this point, having a problem like walking around Walmart. I don't see him having a hard time, bringing groceries into the house or anything. The guy's a fucking beast in his 70s because he's been training his whole life, and that's what I want too, okay? So how am I doing this? Okay, now, first of all, I can't do my complete anaerobics workout and my complete raw strength and muscle, weighted calisthenics workout. It would just be too much. It would take too long. I wouldn't be able to stay focused mentally. I wouldn't physically be able to go through the entire workouts. It would just tear down my joints, my tendons, my ligaments. As a matter of fact, if you've been following me for a while, you will know that the explosive muscle program was kind of teased, and then I decided not to release it, and teased, and I decided not to release it over a period of years, actually, because I wanted to tinker with it and find this right amount of intensity, volume, frequency, just how to make it the perfect workout, okay? Get the absolute best results possible in every area of your life without overtraining or breaking your body down. It's a hard balancing act, okay? So basically what I do is I do the same thing I did on my weighted calisthenics program. I do upper body, lower body, abs, okay? Upper body, lower body, abs, and then I used to take a day off, okay? I still do the same thing, but I've realized when I combine the weighted calisthenics with the explosive cardio, it really breaks me down. It's a great thing. I mean, it's a great workout, but I noticed if I did 3 workouts and then I repeated the 3 workouts, the second half of the week wasn't exactly as good as the first one. Like the second time I did upper body, I'm still kind of not recovered from the first time I did upper body. So what I decided to do was upper body, lower body, abs, day off, upper body, lower body, abs, day off. So now a training week is, instead of 7 days, it's really like 8 days. 1, 2, 3, day 4 off, 5, 6, 7, day 8 off, and then you start with the next week, okay? Like I said, basically what this allows me to do is have 2 strong workouts in a week, as opposed to like a strong workout in the beginning of the week, and then the second time when I repeat the workout, I'm just not with it. Mentally, I'm like, God, I'm still not recovered. Physically, I'm still sore. This is perfect, okay? Like I said, I had to tinker a lot to find the perfect amount of intensity, frequency, volume, and also recovery. Recovery is very important. This is also intended to be like a body recomposition workout, okay? You're not bulking and cutting. You're not just cutting like with the anaerobics program. What you're doing here is you are trying to consistently get stronger and therefore bigger muscles over the course of a year. You are also supposed to be losing fat over the course of a year. So it means you're always in a slight caloric deficit as you go on. The point being that caloric deficit, you're not starving, you're not cutting, you're not starving, you're at or slightly below maintenance calories, but still you don't have the anabolism in your body from having so much food, so many calories, because you're, like I said, best case scenario, you're at maintenance or you're a little bit under maintenance. You don't have that anabolism, so you actually, like I said, you need more recovery, okay? And you need to do a little less volume, okay? So that is the frequency. The reason why I do upper body, lower body, abs is because I work hard when I do my exercises, okay? I've always said it, like if somebody's like, oh, I'm doing full body Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, great. How are you doing that? Oh, I'm killing myself with bench press. Then I'm killing myself with military press. Then I'm killing myself with squats. And then I'm killing myself with deadlift. Then I'm killing myself with, heavy ab exercises. No, you're not. You're not, period. Physically, you cannot really go 100% all in on 10,000 weight exercises or strength exercises in one workout. Mentally, you cannot go all in on 10,000 different, weight exercises in one workout. Like if you're going ahead and you're killing yourself doing, like I said, like let's say, whatever, squats, and then you go, oh my God, I got deadlifts after this. So you're thinking, well, I can't really squat too hard, even if it's subconscious, because I still need to save some for the rest of my squats. Then I need to save some energy for my deadlifts. I still haven't done bench. I still haven't done military press. I still haven't done rows or whatever you're doing for your lats. I haven't done this, I haven't done that. Oh my God, I gotta take it easy. I gotta take it easy. Whereas if all I do, let's say today was upper body, okay? I warmed up with the jump rope, okay? Went ahead and did heavy weighted pull-ups, okay? Hard. It's hard because that's my weakest upper body lift, but it isn't that hard because I'm also not using that much weight. So I'm putting a lot of effort into it because it's a weak body part, but at the same time, I'm not strong enough to really kill myself. Then I did dips, which is an absolute killer workout because I am strong at that. I did use a lot of weight and I was tired from doing the weighted pull-ups. Then I went ahead and I did some ring rows. The reason for the ring rows, I didn't add a weighted vest, it's just body weight, is because my cardio for these workouts is also going to complement the workout that I'm doing. So for my upper body cardio, I did explosive push-ups for intervals. Okay, I did, 10 chest clapping push-ups, took a break, 10 again, took a break, took a break, took a break. So I'm doing twofold here. One, I'm getting an incredible cardio workout, okay? Just killing yourself with an explosive, high intensity exercise, short break and hitting it again really is hard cardio. It's awesome, okay? On top of that, I already, really killed my chest, my triceps, my shoulders, everything with the heavy weighted dips. I couldn't do any more heavy weight, but by doing the dips, doing the body weight rows, and then doing the push-ups, I'm going to get a massive pump. So I'm not trying to lift heavy weights. I'm just going very intense and putting a lot of muscle up into a lot of blood into the muscles, which is pumping them up. Because remember, there are two different types of hypertrophy or muscle growth. Myofibrillar, which is basically low reps, heavy weight, with a lot of rest in between sets, like when I do my dips with like 180 pounds, or I'm trying to get down to 180 pounds. I weigh about 190 now. I've got 180 pounds around my waist and I'm doing dips really hard. Okay, now after that, I do like 10 explosive push-ups, 30-second break, 10 explosive push-ups, 30-second break. And that is filling my muscles up with blood, getting a pump, which is called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, pump sets. That's the other way. So right now I'm hitting muscle hypertrophy by tearing my muscles down with heavy weights, and I'm hitting the other type of hypertrophy by pumping my muscles up. Okay, so burning massive calories, because you only really burn calories when you work against resistance. Okay, like think this for a second. If you run on a flat surface on a treadmill, okay, look how fast you're burning calories. Then bump it up, okay, and increase the incline, and you're working against gravity. And the more and the harder you work against gravity, the more calories you burn in the same amount of time, okay? Running on a flat surface doesn't really burn that many calories. It basically just, speeds up your heart and your lungs. Working against gravity, that is how you really burn calories. So like I said, these explosive push-ups, the other exercises that I do for my cardio burn a lot of calories. And like I said, they burn calories. It's great, healthy, anaerobic, endurance exercise. Gets you a good muscle pump in the muscles you already worked. And on top of that, you are also going to become explosive. I always say, if you hit somebody with a palm, or you hit somebody with a, you'll break your hand if you punch a guy in a street fight with your fist. But if you hit a guy, okay, you don't want to be push. You want to explode in. So doing the heavy dips, I build the size, I build the strength. But then by doing the explosive push-ups, I get the explosiveness. So I could not just push really hard, but slow, but I actually explode in. So I build the strength, build the size, that I learned to apply it by doing the explosive cardio, okay? And like I said, the reason why I'm doing the ring rows, first of all, I already broke down my muscle fibers in my biceps and my lats by doing the heavy weighted pull-ups, but now I'm getting the same thing. My biceps are explode, ripping through the skin when I'm doing these rows, because they're already broken down from the pull-ups. Took a break when I did the dips, because pulling muscles. Took a break when I was doing the pushing muscles or the dips. Doing the rows, I'm getting a pump, but I'm also working my upper back and my rear delts. Now that's really important because doing as many push-ups as I do, I'm gonna build up my chest and my front delt a lot, okay? So what happens sometimes, and this happened to my girlfriend actually, is if your front delt and your chest is stronger than your rear delt and your upper back, you're going to have a muscle imbalance. It's going to pull your bone forward and it's going to cause a problem with your shoulder joint. So by doing the rows, okay, I'm actually working my upper back and my rear delt, which balances that out and keeps my joints nice and healthy. Plus, like I said, a good pump in my biceps and my lats. Okay. So that is basically how all the workouts are broken down, okay? The next day, I do lower body. So I just do 20 rep squats, absolute killer workout. If you can do squats after you do one set of 20 rep breathing squats, you didn't do the 20 rep breathing squats the right way, okay? After that, I do trap bar deadlifts, okay? Basically, squats hit your whole body, especially the front, like your quads. It hits your ass, your hamstrings, your lower back also, but it really hits your quads. On the other hand, trap bar deadlift hits your quads, but it hits your hamstrings, your ass, your lower back, even your upper back, okay, a lot. So they both hit the same muscles, but one hits the front of your body, one hits the back of your body. Really good complementary exercise, okay? Before I do that, okay, I do my jump rope warm-up as always. Okay, I also do explosive jumping movements, okay? The reason why I do the explosive jumping movements before I do the squats and the deadlifts is because, believe it or not, the greater risk of injury comes from doing the explosive body weight movements than the heavy weighted movements. Because when you're doing a squat, you look in the mirror, you make sure everything's right, make sure to keep an eye on your form. You do the squat properly and slowly, okay? And, it's easier to not hurt yourself. Whereas when you're jumping, if I'm wasted from doing the squats and then the deadlifts, and now I start doing squat tucks and burpees, it's really hard, okay? Because by doing that, it's like I'm already tired, I'm numb, whatever, muscles hurt, whatever, and I start doing jumping exercise. I just need to tilt my pelvis a little bit to the side when I come down from a jump, and next thing you know, I hurt my back or I hurt my ass or whatever. I mean, some muscle somewhere is hurt. The bottom line is when I do lower body, I do my squat tucks and I do my burpees first, which also works as a warm-up for the weights. Do the heavy weights, and when I'm done with the deadlifts, I just go home and feel sorry for myself because I got a great workout, okay? Once again, like I said, when you train your legs, okay, like squats or deadlifts, even if you, forcefully stand up from the deadlifts or forcefully stand up out of the squat, you are really building like a slow kind of strength. You're building a lot of muscle, okay? So when I do these exercises, I'm really training myself to like explode, okay? When I do like the squat tucks and the burpees, I'm exploding off the ground. So I'm really teaching myself once again. I'm working against gravity, burns a lot of calories. I'm doing, 10 reps, 30-second break, excellent anaerobic endurance. I'm doing, I'm getting a pump in my muscles, okay? So I'm breaking down the fibers with the heavy weights, and I'm also getting a great pump by doing these, quote, light squat tucks and burpee sets. A massive burn, filling my legs full of blood. Awesome. Myofibrillar as well as sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, hitting all the points. And like I said, I'm training myself basically to explode. So when I do a squat tuck, I reach down, touch the ground, jump up and bring my knees to my chest. I have to do that quickly. I can't like slowly bring my knees up a little bit. I need to jump up as hard as I can, as fast, as forcefully as I can. And then I need to bring my knees to my chest in midair. So what you think is, I do ab exercises to strengthen my abs, but when I do these squat tucks, I'm training myself to bring my knees up very quickly. So you can imagine the strength that I have, and I'll discuss my ab workout right now, but the strength I have in my abs and my hip flexors to bring my knee up, but doing the squat tucks, I actually teach myself to explode. So if I grab a person and I have to throw a knee, it's not like, it's like, boom, and my knee just like busts through his back, you know, really explosive, really powerful movements, okay? The same thing with the push off when you're doing a squat tuck or you're doing a burpee, okay? Like if I'm going to do squats and deadlifts and then I try to tackle somebody to the ground or shoot in and take him to the ground, or if I have to, you know, push off to throw a kick or push off to throw a punch or something, it's like slow, okay? Squats, deadlifts build strength and size in the muscles, but doing the squat tucks and the burpees is what gets it to really explode. So I just, you know, so I look, and then I just like explode in as opposed to just pushing off. Okay, so that's my lower body workout. Then I go ahead and I do my ab workout. Okay, ab workout, I'm doing straight-legged leg raises, bringing my feet all the way up to the bar with 10-pound ankle weights on each ankle. So that's 20 pounds around my legs. And I'm bringing my legs straight up, under control, okay? Lowering them under control, not swinging. And that is my killer ab exercise. Like I said, people are gonna say, well, it works your hip flexors. Yes, when you swim and do like a flutter kick, you use your hip flexors. When you throw a knee, you use your hip flexors, okay? When you throw, when you sprint and you need to bring your leg up to take the next step, you're using your hip flexors. If you want to be athletic, you need to use your hip flexors. And the weight is very important because like I said, I mean, I'm training myself with the squat tucks to bring my knees up explosively to my chest. Plus, I've got so much weight on my legs, so you can imagine the strength that I have, okay? Another thing is, you know, I always have good abs. Always have good abs, even when I am actually like too fat to have good abs. Okay, because they're so strong and I built them up so much from doing these heavy exercises that they like push through the fat. So if all you do are crunches, you know, you're gonna have like a flat stomach. Or if you're like, oh, abs are made in the kitchen, I don't have to do abs, I'm just gonna, you know, sit on my ass and eat fucking 5 cookies a day less and burn. You're gonna have like exposing flat, like weak stomach, okay? Whereas like I said, I mean, I could be like, I had a 34 or 35 inch waist, I had visible abs because they are so well developed. So as I get leaner, you can imagine how sickening my abs are gonna be looking, okay? I mean, think of it like this, like, you know, your biceps look better, okay, when you're leaner, because you can see the muscle definition. Let's say somebody has a 12-inch bicep and somebody has a 16-inch bicep. Are you gonna say biceps are made in the kitchen? I'm just gonna eat, you know, a cookie less and sit on the couch and count my calories and have like 12-inch biceps and they're gonna be very lean and defined? Or are you gonna fucking build up the muscles so they're impressive? Like you have to have a muscle to see, right? And it's the same thing with your abs, okay? So anyway, yeah, another thing, like I said, you know, the way I do I do 5 minutes of jump rope every single day that I work out. The point to that basically being when I started my anaerobics workout, I hadn't done, you know, jump rope in literally like a decade. And I just needed to learn how to jump rope. So I'm like 5 minutes a day, I'm just gonna set the timer, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump and, you know, trip, jump, until I get the timing down, okay? What ended up happening is at some point, it's very recently, I realized if I do 6 days a week, 5 minutes a day, that's 30 minutes a week of jump rope. But like the total caloric burn or the total amount of cardio I'm doing by jumping rope is going to be like 30 minutes over the week. That's massive. That would be as though I worked out 7 days a week, 6 days a week, and then the 7th day I did 30 minutes straight, 5 minutes a day. It's still the same. Okay, still the same amount of calories burnt. It's still the same amount of time I spend training my heart and my lungs by elevating my heart rate, okay, because it's cumulative. When I do my ab days, I do my hanging leg raises, which is my heavy movement. Then I do some side bends on the hyperextension machine. People are always talking about my serratus muscles. That's one of the ways that I get them. And then I do some twisting movements with a weight. Once again, you want to be able to move, you know. If I want to throw like an elbow, I don't want to be like, I want to have like, grab a weight and just like twist and turn, okay, and build up rotational strength. So now when I do have to throw a punch, or when I do have to throw an elbow, I have like the rotational strength in my body. I've trained myself for that, okay? And at the end of my ab days, okay, so twice a week I do like a lot of jump rope intervals, okay? Those are the days where I really go deep on the jump rope. Once again, you just jump for, 1 minute, 2 minutes, whatever, and then you have a short break. That's about a quarter of the time. So like, 1 minute really hard, and then 15-second break. 1 minute really hard, 15-second break, okay? And that's basically the workout. It's important, like I said, I do upper body, lower body, abs, day off. So like the day after my ab workout, it's like great. I love working out. I love going to the gym, but it's great to wake up in the morning and be like, oh, okay, God, I'm gonna get up at 6. I don't have to go to the gym. I just take my shake in the morning. That is normally like my post-workout shake. Take my shake in the morning. I could do extra work on the computer, or I could go ahead and do some meal prep. I can take care of whatever I have to in that time. It kind of gives me a mental and an emotional break. I earned it. Anybody's like, well, I'm going to work out twice a day, 6 days a week. Yeah, guess what? You're not fucking putting much into it. There's no way in horse shit you're putting a whole lot of effort into that. It just ain't happening. I'm sorry. So by doing this, I can like work out really hard my upper body, okay? It's okay, I just had a day off before I'm doing my upper body. And I also know as hard as my upper body workout is, it's not nearly as hard as my lower body workout. So it's like, okay, great. Put a lot of effort in here, but I know, enjoy today, tomorrow's gonna suck. Then the next day I go in to do my lower body, which is really hard. The cardio is killer, the weights is killer. I mean, everything just sucks about it. I mean, in a good way, obviously, but it is hard, okay? It's not easy. But I also know, like, hey, this is my one hard workout. After this, tomorrow I just have abs and I have a day off. So I have to buckle down. I have to fight through this hard workout. Then I get a couple of days off to relax, okay? Then I do my weighted ab exercises on the third day. Once again, hey, nothing can be as bad as yesterday was when I did my leg workout. Nothing can be that bad. Tomorrow I have a day off, so hey, great, you go ahead and you kill yourself. I work my abs harder than most people work deadlifts. I mean, I'm just gonna be straight up about this. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying it's the truth. Most people would be frightened if they saw me doing an ab workout, doing the explosive, the jump rope intervals, okay? So it's not like it's an easy workout, it's a killer workout. But once again, compared to the upper body, my weighted abs is not hard. Compared to my lower body day, my abs is like a walk in the park, okay? Then I have my next day off. So that is basically what the workout is like. Like I said, I'm hitting every single day. I'm burning massive calories, doing really good stuff for my heart and my lungs. When I was bulking, when I get over 200 pounds, things get weird. When I get over 205 pounds, I start snoring really bad, okay? And people think it's funny. It's not funny, okay? Because just the sheer mass, even when I'm lean, the sheer mass on my body is so much. I will wake up in the middle of the night alone in bed, bedroom doors closed, and my girlfriend sleeping on the sofa because I'm snoring that goddamn loud. Like literally, it is not good. And it's not healthy. So if anybody thinks it's funny because they can't get laid or they haven't had a girlfriend, I'm going to tell you, it is not, it's not fair to the people in your life, first of all, who have to share a house with you. And second, it's not fucking healthy because when I go over 210 pounds, fat or muscle or both, I get sleep apnea. Okay. As a matter of fact, my girlfriend a while ago filmed me. Like she saw me sleeping. She actually had to grab her phone, open up the camera, set it up to film, and start filming. And still, after she started filming me, I was just laying there not breathing for like 30 seconds. And then all of a sudden I start to like spasm and start sucking and choking on air. And I look around and I don't know what's going on. extraordinarily unhealthy. Sleep apnea, snoring is almost as bad. So I definitely want to keep my body weight under 200 pounds right now. Like I said, also, I love doing the cardio. I'm just feeling great. 47 years old. I mean, I have the body of a, not even 27, like a 17-year-old. I mean, there's nobody is in the kind of shape that you could be in at 47 if you take care of yourself. Like physically, you know, the way I look, I think I look pretty good for a 47-year-old. I'm strong as fuck for a 47-year-old. But also now I'm incorporating the explosive cardio, which means my heart and my lungs, my blood pressure, my pulse, all of that stuff is also going to be like a 17-year-old, even though I'm 47. Okay, so that's really, like I said, what I'm looking for. Quality of life, longevity, as well as maintaining muscular size, muscular strength, you know, explosiveness, etc. Okay. Another thing I like about this is that I've spoken about this before in the past when I first came up with the explosive muscle program. Is you know, it is really hard to do this explosive cardio. Okay, so you actually train your mind and your body and your spirit as well. You know, like I said before, you know, I know a couple of people thought it was funny. I'm like, well, if you don't do burpees, your wife is going to get raped. And it was kind of like an interesting thing. They kind of took that a little bit out of context. But like, if I'm walking down the street and I'm like, I don't want to do cardio. I just want to, you know, sit on the sofa. I'm going to watch, you know, the Teletubbies, and I'm just going to eat like one ho-ho less, and I'm going to slowly lose weight. I'm going to count my calories. I just want to enjoy my favorite foods. I don't want to, you know, eat like chicken and stuff. I just enjoy my favorite foods. And like some guy walks up on the street, he's like, I'm going to fuck your bitch, and just fucking like punches me in the face and fucking tries to rape my wife. All right, so check it out. The workout that I did yesterday, squats, deadlifts, squat tucks, burpees, jump rope, I mean, getting punched in the face and having my nose broken is like 50 times more fucking pleasant than the warm-up for my leg workout. You know, like, I'm not going to be somebody who's like, hey, you know, somebody yells at me and I'm like, oh my God, I just want to enjoy my favorite foods. Can I please enjoy my favorite foods? I just want to enjoy my favorite foods. I just don't want to be here. Mommy, they're making me do burpees again. You know, it's like going into the gym knowing you're going to fucking run yourself into the goddamn ground, that it's going to fucking blow, that it's going to suck, and that you have to fucking go in there knowing this, knowing you have to be a fucking man, you have to man the fuck up, and you have to fight through that shit and not be a motherfucking bitch, takes you off to another level. You know, like I said, it's like, you know, when you're in the army, you don't sleep, you don't get food, you're getting yelled at, you're getting confused, pyrotechnics. You know, it's dark out. People take shit away from you. They do shit to fuck you up because they want to see how you react under stress. This does something very similar, but it does it in a positive way. As opposed to not sleeping, not eating, you are, like I said, you're doing things in a positive way, but you are also, like I said, you're really training yourself. So, like I said, it's not just the physical part, but it's also like, you know, the emotional and the mental part. Like, nobody is going to intimidate me. No situation is going to intimidate me because I go into this situation knowing that I've tortured myself more than anybody else could possibly torture me. Like, there's nothing anybody could do to me that I haven't done to myself already. So I automatically have the upper hand. Like, you cannot fucking surprise me. You cannot fucking frighten me. You cannot fucking impress me. Okay? You know, that's just, like I said, basically, you know, another thing that I like about this. Because don't get me wrong, there's no better feeling than, you know, eating a lot of food and going to the gym and lifting heavy weights and taking breaks in between and just doing a couple heavy sets and then coming home and growing, you know, getting stronger and getting bigger. I love just doing my weighted calisthenics and my keto diet. But like I said, this, you know, explosive muscle workout just is on a completely different level. Really hits you, like I said, health-wise, and also it just builds up like an incredible fighting spirit. You know, it's like people going through like selection, you know, ranger indoctrination or shit like that. You know, it's like, remember that one time when we went through this really hard course? Over here, it's like I said, like every day when you go into the gym, it's really fucking hard. You cannot do that by walking on a treadmill. You cannot do that by doing a spinning class. You can't do that by doing concentration curls. You have to go to war with the weight. You have to go to war with gravity, and you have to go to war doing these high intensity, explosive cardio exercises. Anyway, if you guys are interested in doing the exact same workout and the exact same diet, or the workout and diet that I used to lose all that weight when I was like, 39 and get that ripped beach body, or the workout and the diet that I used to master calisthenics and then master weighted calisthenics to just get fucking big and Thor-like. Got to go ahead and check out the Raw Strength and Muscle Brotherhood. I've got all 3 diets, all 3 workouts in there. Plus, I've got a community where you can actually ask me questions. I'll give you an answer within 24 hours by posting my comments. Plus, we do weekly Zoom calls. The next one's tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for everybody in the Raw Strength and Muscle Brotherhood. Go ahead and check it out. Like I said, it's the most affordable way to have access to all of my programs and access to me anytime you have a question or need help with anything. rsambrotherhood.com. I will see you guys there. Aside from that, thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, click for notifications. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And aside from that, I will see you guys in the next video.